You're looking at the pregnancy test while your hands are trembling and sweat is coming down your face from all the nerves you're feeling in that moment. You did not choose this outcome. You did not partake in the act. You ask yourself, why me? As you stare at the pregnancy test and read that it says positive. You ask yourself again, why me? I did not want this. I was raped. That is a story of thousands of young women here in the United States. When they find themselves not knowing what to do, they turn to abortion. Abortion is the procedure in which a pregnancy is terminated. It should be illegal and encouraged when a woman is not ready to have a child, whether it be because they were raped or it was an unplanned pregnancy. Many women choose abortion because they know or they feel that they are not ready emotionally and financially to support a child. Therefore, we should not be telling these women what to do with their body because ultimately they know what's best for themselves. A comprehensive global study was done in collaboration between scientists from the World Health Organization, and the study indicated that about 20 million abortions that would be considered unsafe are performed each year, and 67,000 women die. As shown by studies, prohibiting abortion procedures would only increase the amount of deaths instead of preventing them, as the director of the World Health Organization said. What we see is that the law does not influence a woman's decision to have an abortion. If there's an unplanned pregnancy, it does not matter if the law is restrictive or liberal. Consequently, we don't want our women to be pressured more than they already are by complicating the abortion process. We should care about Planned Parenthood because every human should have the right to do as they want with their own body. We should not be putting restrictions on women and determining what they can or cannot do. By taking that decision away, we're taking a human right away. Therefore, abortion is a serious issue that involves a woman and the right to do what she pleases with her own body. It's an issue because if a woman finds herself pregnant for whatever reason, whether it be for not using protection to being raped, and is not ready or does not want a child at that given time, she should have the right to abort since it's her body. About 22% of pregnancies end in abortions in the United States, which is about 3,000 a day, according to the Worldometers, who get their information from trusted organizations such as the United Nations Population Division and World Health Organization, to name a few. A woman should not be forced to bring a child she is not prepared for into the world because it will only suffer psychological and economical issues, as the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment stated that unintended pregnancies are associated with birth defects, low birth weight, maternal depression, increased risk of child abuse, lower educational attainment, to name a few. There are various situations in which women decide an abortion is the correct choice for themselves. An example is a rape victim. According to PubMed, about 50% of rape victims have abortions because they don't want a reminder of what happened to them or want to explain to their children what happened to them or how they came to be, among other reasons. Other times, women choose abortion when it comes down to a life or death situation. Some women will choose their life over their unborn child. Though abortions are a controversial topic where we see many pro-life and pro-choice idealistic people, I think we can meet at a middle ground and agree that protection should be used and abortion should be allowed under certain circumstances. My solution is to encourage the use of protection and to stop the use of abortion as contraceptives. Doing so will lower the abortion rates all around. In addition, allow abortions under certain circumstances, such as rape, incest, and or during the first trimester. Allowing abortion procedures to be done under these circumstances will allow these women to live freely and avoid bringing children and innocent lives into the world of confusion and chaos that their mother does not want them to experience. Some religious folk are against abortions because they believe a young child is being killed. However, most abortions occur during the first trimester when the child is still dependent on the mother. During that time, the fetus is still attached by the placenta and umbilical cord to the mother. As mentioned in an article by Linda Lowen, its health is dependent on her health and cannot be regarded as a separate entity, as it cannot exist outside her womb, which ultimately means that a child is not being killed. In the situation of rape, a woman is more likely to face even more psychological trauma if she goes through with the pregnancy. Once again, Lowen mentions that often a woman is too afraid to speak up or is unaware she is pregnant. Thus, the morning after pill is ineffective in these situations. Some might argue that this isn't a good solution, but I argue otherwise. Abortions would very much still be active, legal or illegally. The situation would just get worse. Instead, we would have women seeking illegal help or going through with dangerous abortion procedures that can cause detrimental health issues for both themselves and the baby and can even kill them. Women would become so desperate to buy any option available to them, whether it be safe or not, because they no longer have the right to control their bodies. Not only that, but it would mean more unwanted children being put into foster care because of unfit parents who were not ready for them. Therefore, according to Abortion Pro-Con, anti-choice activists won't be ending abortion. They'll be ending safe and legal abortion. By allowing the use of abortion procedures, we are keeping our women safe and allowing them to protect their body, a right protected to us by the U.S. Constitution. Our world would be a better place because we would have less children in the foster care system, less children who are outcomes of rape situations, less children without the stability and love needed to care for them, and instead would bring children into the world when ready to create a life of success. Abortion is a very controversial issue, but it's also an important issue. 1 in 4 women will have an abortion by age 45. With that being said, I am sure you know someone who has had an abortion or you'll meet someone who will have one. The following steps can be followed by yourself to help and support women and their decision to abort. You can go to the Planned Parenthood website, which will only take a few minutes of your time, and you can follow the 7 indicated steps by them in their blog. And some of the things that you can do is speak out against hate, volunteer for Planned Parenthood, and lastly, make an appointment for healthcare at Planned Parenthood.